The gentle flow. How Tai Chi changed my pregnancy. Are you pregnant and feeling overwhelmed by all the changes in your body and mind? Struggling to find an exercise that's not only safe but actually soothes your soul? What if I told you there's a gentle, ancient practice that can help you breathe easier, move with grace, and connect deeply with your baby, all at the same time? In this video, you'll discover the powerful benefits of Tai Chi Chuan, simple and easy physical exercise, perfect for pregnant women. It promotes concentration, balance, and a lightness of movement that can transform not just your body, but your entire pregnancy experience. Whether you're a first-time mom or just looking for a peaceful way to stay active, this story will inspire you and might just change the way you move through motherhood. Stay with me, and let's take the first step into a calmer, more connected journey. But before the video starts, write in the comments, from where you are watching this video, thank you. I wasn't always the type to wake up early, sip herbal tea, and stretch by the window while the sun rose, but pregnancy has a way of shifting your world. The moment I found out I was expecting, something inside me clicked. It was as if my body whispered, "You're not just living for yourself anymore." I began searching for things that were simple and easy, especially when it came to physical activity. Everything had changed. The weight I carried, the way I breathed, even how I walked. Jogging was out of the question. Even swimming, which I loved, suddenly felt like too much. That's when a friend, calm, radiant, 5 months ahead of me in her own journey, said 2 words that would transform my entire pregnancy: Tai Chi Chuan. At first, I hesitated. I had heard the words before, but I always associated Tai Chi with older people in public parks, moving slowly like they were underwater. I didn't get it. Was it exercise? Was it dance? Was it meditation? It's all of that, my friend told me, and it's perfect for where you are right now. That afternoon, I looked up a local class. It was advertised as simple and easy physical exercises for pregnant women, and I figured, why not? At the very least, I'd get out of the house, breathe a little fresh air, and maybe stretch out the aches in my back. I walked into the community center on a breezy Thursday morning. The room was bright and quiet, filled with women in various stages of pregnancy, all barefoot, all smiling gently. At the front stood a woman in flowing white linen. Her movements were so graceful, they looked choreographed but, at the same time, deeply spontaneous, like water flowing downhill. "Welcome," she said with a bow. "Today, we begin with stillness." Stillness, I thought. I'm here to move. But what I didn't understand then was that Tai Chi Chuan is a paradox movement born of stillness, strength wrapped in softness, power cloaked in peace. We started with breathing. Not huffing and puffing, but slow, intentional, circular breaths that filled the belly and calmed the mind. As I inhaled, I imagined energy pooling in my lower abdomen. As I exhaled, I felt a sense of lightness spreading through my limbs. Next came the movements. Simple steps, slow arcs of the arms, shifting weight from one foot to the other. It felt like a silent dance. It wasn't about speed or precision, but balance. And the more I moved, the more I realized just how off balance I had become, not just physically, but mentally. I had spent weeks worrying about the birth, about my changing body, about motherhood. My thoughts were a constant rush of what ifs, and am I doing this right? But with each gentle turn, with every flowing gesture, something soft inside me. Tai Chi Chuan promotes concentration, balance, and lightness of movement. That phrase was written on a small banner in the studio. At first, it felt like a generic slogan, but over the weeks, it became my mantra. Concentration. In a world of baby books, hospital appointments, and endless advice from strangers, Tai Chi gave me one sacred hour to simply be, to focus on my breath, to feel my baby shift with me, to quiet the outside noise and listen inwardly. I found that as my concentration deepened in practice, I was able to bring that presence into other areas of my life, preparing meals, folding little onesies, even lying awake at night feeling tiny feet press against my ribs. Balance. Pregnancy throws your posture off, your hormones off, your sense of stability off. But Tai Chi brought me back to center. With each class, I became more aware of how I stood, how I moved, how I responded to stress. I stopped collapsing into the couch like a tired balloon and began standing tall, feeling the strength in my hips, the grounding of my feet. Even my partner noticed. "You look taller," he said one evening. I smiled. I felt taller inside and out. Lightness of movement. This one surprised me most. As my belly grew, I expected to feel heavier, slower, more sluggish, but Tai Chi taught me how to move like water effortlessly, gently, with grace. I stopped battling my body and began flowing with it. Walking became easier. I even caught myself twirling in the kitchen one morning while making tea. It was like the weight I carried was no longer a burden, but part of a larger rhythm. I practiced twice a week in the studio, and on the other days, I played soft music at home and went through the movements slowly, with intention. My favorite was a sequence called White Crane Spreads Its Wings. The name alone made me feel majestic. As I lifted my arms and shifted my stance, I imagined myself as a protector, strong, poised, watching over something sacred. As the months passed, I noticed other changes too. I slept better. My digestion improved. The back pain that had haunted me in the second trimester faded. Even my midwife was impressed. "You're carrying yourself beautifully," she said. "Whatever you're doing, keep it up." But it wasn't just the physical changes. Tai Chi touched something deeper. It reminded me of who I was, beneath the labels of mother, wife, patient, planner. I was a living, breathing, feeling, being connected to the earth beneath my feet and the breath that moved through me. One morning, in the final weeks before my due date, we were practicing a series of slow, circular movements when I felt something unexpected. My baby responding. As I swayed left, a tiny kick met my ribs. As I turned right, a gentle press bloomed near my hip. It was as if we were dancing together, and in that moment, I wept. Not because I was tired, not because I was scared, but because I finally understood. This wasn't just a pregnancy, it was a partnership, a shared journey, and Tai Chi had become the bridge between me and my body, between movement and stillness, between mother and child. The day I went into labor, I found myself instinctively slipping into Tai Chi breathing. With every wave, I inhaled deep into my belly and exhaled with slow control. My partner rubbed my back, whispering affirmations, but I was already deep in a place of calm I had cultivated over months. I stood when I needed to. I shifted my weight like I'd practiced. I moved with the sensations instead of fighting them. It wasn't an easy labor, but it was empowered. And when I finally held my daughter in my arms, her eyes searching mine with ancient knowing, I whispered, "We danced our way here, didn't we?" Now, months later, I still practice sometimes with her in my arms, sometimes while she naps, and one day, when she's old enough, I'll teach her the forms. I'll show her how strength doesn't always roar, how power can be gentle, how movement can be prayer. So, to every expectant mother out there searching for something to carry her through body and soul, I offer this. Start simple. Start easy. Try Tai Chi Chuan. Let it teach you how to breathe, how to move, how to feel again. Because in a world that demands so much from us, sometimes the most radical thing we can do is move slowly, with grace. And remember, we already have everything we need, right here, within us.